Hi everyone, welcome to the Marin and Fiona channel. I'm Fiona, and in this video I'm going to be answering some questions about college, about kind of my experience being at Elon, that kind of stuff so far. I'm just excited to return back to the now comfortable college lifestyle. I have friends that I'm excited to see again, extracurriculars that I'm eager to continue to be a part of, and I now just have a good grip on academics and just overall in general, what it's like to be a college student. It's no longer a transition and unfamiliar scene, but instead, I know what to expect now. Plus, I just miss seeing the beautiful campus, even though I'm only 45 minutes away from it. Yes, Elon was my first choice school right from the beginning. It was one of the first schools that I visited, and I absolutely fell in love with it. I visited lots of other schools after that, but Elon was always at the top of my list. I had three other schools that I was highly considering. I won't share them here just for privacy reasons, but they were all in the southeast. I was accepted to all of those schools, but ultimately Elon was my number one. Plus, it also came down to timing. I got into one of my other top choice schools, and then I got into Elon, and then I got into another top choice school, and then another top choice school. And by the time I was accepted to my last top choice school, I'd already basically made my decision that I was going to go to Elon. They were all schools that had what I was looking for, but all different from each other. They were all about the same size, roughly 5,000 undergraduates. I think that they are all amazing schools, and I definitely could have seen myself at any other one of those schools, but ultimately Elon was my number one choice. First of all, the campus is absolutely gorgeous. I love walking to class, even in the rain. I think the biggest thing that stood out to me was that sense of community. Even with just being on the admissions tour, I felt like I was already part of the community. Everyone is so welcoming and friendly, from the other students to the faculty and all the other staff. It's about 5,000 undergraduates, so you can have that solid group of friends, but at the same time, you are constantly meeting new people. In classes, professors know you by name and are easily accessible after class, whether it's through responding to an email within the hour or having readily available office hours. Also, the experiential learning requirements really stood out for me. On other college tours, you hear the words like internship, study abroad, research, service, and leadership thrown out there, but Elon was the only school that really had that requirement where you have to complete 2 units of ELRs. Lastly, Elon has a really good study abroad program, and that was something I knew that I wanted to do while in college, and I wanted a school that highly encouraged students to go abroad. Like I just mentioned, I always knew that I wanted to study abroad while in college. I always expected to go abroad fall of my junior year because that's when a lot of college students go abroad. I first heard of Semester at Sea during my first semester at Elon and instantly knew that it was the right program for me. I never knew where I wanted to go abroad, so the idea of traveling to several different countries and continents seemed like a good fit for me. I initially thought that I would do the fall voyage, which usually goes to Europe and South America. However, during last winter, as I was constructing my 4-year plan, I began thinking that I really want to go abroad sooner rather than later. I also thought that maybe I should go to countries and continents that I've never been to before. I've never been to Asia or Africa before, so it'll be an entirely new traveling experience for me. Of course, there are places in Europe that I've never been to before, and I haven't been to South America before, but overall, going abroad spring of my sophomore year just fits better into my 4-year plan, and I'm just so eager to go abroad sooner rather than later. Right now, my ultimate career goal is to become a guidance counselor. I would love to work in a K through 12 school, preferably with high school students. So after I graduate from Elon, I plan on going to grad school to get my master's in school counseling. Not sure where yet, but I am considering both in-state and out-of-state. Hopefully, if I go out-of-state, I get a scholarship. I do sort of have a plan B of maybe just becoming a therapist, but at the moment, getting my PhD is not something that I really plan on doing. And in order to be a therapist, I have to have my PhD. But I am keeping my options open and feel as if I will have a more definite choice within the next year. Also, I'm not ruling out teaching. I think I always knew that I would have some career in the education field. I remember when I was in eighth grade thinking of majoring in special education, so that would probably be my like other major if like I was not a psychology major. My favorite class that I've taken so far is my School and Society course, which was the Intro to Education course that I took during winter term. As part of that class, I had an internship in the morning where I observed a local elementary school, kind of also just kind of like helped out with helping students with math and reading and other various subjects. And in the afternoons, I had my class for 3 hours. I absolutely loved that class. The topics that we talked about were very interesting, and mostly everyone in the class was either an education major or a minor. So we always had like very engaged conversations. The professor was also really great. The assignments were mainly reflections of what we've learned, and the professor always valued what we had to say. This class that I actually miss taking, and I can't wait for my education classes that I'm taking next semester. I am a part of InterVarsity, which is a non denominational Christian fellowship organization. I participate in their large group, which takes place on Tuesday evenings, and basically, like, anybody can come and attend that. It's like where we all like gather together and do like different things, like such as worship. Sometimes we might have different panel discussions, and other times we might do like a manuscript study. It's always different every week, which is great. Also, with InterVarsity, I am involved in a small group, which is a Bible study with a few other girls and two older female college students who are a year older than me. It's definitely a goal for me throughout college to make the Dean's List all my 4 years, maybe getting on President's List, a couple of semesters, which is like all A's. I think the main thing is that it takes hard work and dedication. I've always been a hardworking and dedicated student, and I'm very blessed that already my hard work has paid off in college by making the Dean's List. Also, I don't just like slide by, meaning I don't just do the work and go to class. I always make the effort to get to know my professors and ask questions when I have them. I also make sure to study in advance and never put off work. These little things can really help your grade, thus ending up on the Dean's List. You have to be willing to want it and to work for it. You shouldn't just go to college because it's the next step in life, but rather because you are serious about your future. Put academics first and go to college to learn, not to party and just like to be on your own. It takes a lot of self motivation and hard work to be a successful college student. People are not going to hold your hand for you. You really have to kind of learn how to do things on your own. Also, don't be afraid to go out and create opportunities for yourself. Participate in organizations. Meet people who are different than you. Attend different cultural events. Make the most of your college career because the 4 years will go by fast. Like already, I can't believe like I'm gonna be a sophomore already. And lastly, the most important thing is study. So I hope that this video was helpful for any college students out there. Please like this video. Please comment down below. Please subscribe to our channel and also follow our Twitter, which is Marin _ and _ Fiona. And I will see you next week.